A beautiful good morning to everybody. Happy Sabbath. Welcome to the Weekly Gospel, the show that comes your way every Saturdays at 10:45, and we get to bring you guys, or you, our family, your favorite personalities. Not only your favorite personalities, we also introduce to you new personalities that you could possibly like. That's how we do it right here. We don't segregate. It's a show for everyone. Upcoming artists, established artists. Some of them don't like to be addressed as artists. They like to be addressed as ministers. So however you choose to call them, ministers, artists, but these are people that are blessing us through their music, and we get to provide them right here on this show. You don't have to go anywhere. Like I always say, COVID is here around and waiting for people to be careless. So we advise you guys to stay at home and just sit back, make yourself that cup of tea, that cup of coffee, or that glass of juice, and then throw away that remote controller and then start enjoying the show. The only thing that I advise you again to do is make sure that your phone is recharged, so that you can just call us or text us using the numbers that are on your TV screens, and then you get to tell us where you are watching us from. And today I have a new artist. Some of you know him, some of you don't know him, but anyway, like I said, we bring to you new personalities. They're established personalities. We just give you an opportunity to get to know them beyond their music. And today I am going to be joined by MASSIN. I'm actually joined by MASSIN. He's just hanging around somewhere in the studio. Let's just get to one of his videos so that we know what he's all about. Did I say what my name is? See how excited I am. My name is the amazing Katamanda, and I'm your host for this show. So now let's get to that video titled Winner, and then on the other side he'll be joining me. So we have a lot of surprises for you in store, so stick around, don't go anywhere. Let's get to that video and get dancing. We are winning, we're winners. Okay? Yes, we are. So let's get to that video.
Suffix, boy MASSIN, KBG, amene nakumana na iwe, zintu zinachinja mu moyo wanga, amene ninaziba iwe, kazuba kanayaka mu moyo wanga. Things will never be the same, and I will never walk in shame. Everything in my life is better, cause everything in my life is paid up. So when me walking, me got me head up. O.D. As long as I got my G.O.D. Yeah. Wanipanga wina, inendine wina, wanichinja zina, inendine wina, diwe niza mekela, ona mweni bekela, diwe niza mekela, ona mweni bekela. Wanipanga wina, inendine wina, wanichinja zina, inendine wina, diwe niza mekela, ona mweni bekela, diwe niza mekela, ona mweni bekela.
Dingo fira bo dikalo wanka undi sindi maluza ndi mango chinya go uyesa kundi makanono dingo biza tambera moraro mutimya yifesiti maluza oyamba ndotsiliza lipantunda ngini ikungo yenda osa tuta kuyesa kundi kanka ine osa likuza. For the first time the people have to realize nobody can take away my little light. I'ma let it shine, better than the Santa Pata Pokemon. Fans yambiri inkandidelera kundiwona kuchepa topi kunkuma ndipwekesa pano ndingo nzimba uHusein Bolt mataki ndikungo kila ndifupentol ndikuzimba uDavid goli yatali kutimbweleteni ndimupe dilekeni makae dilekeni Yesu mwaine ndiwina bodo
Nipanga wina, inendine wina, wanichinja zina, inendine wina, niwe nizamekera ona mwenibekera niwe nizamekera ona mwenibekera wanipanga wina ine ndine wina wanichinja zina ine ndine wina niwe nizamekera ona mwenibekera niwe nizamekera ona mwenibekera.
Listen, kale tikupanga maspai, tikupanga sankonde na nkumakala maspai. Mkondo ya usimu sana yabe yankaziwa ndani disakala zitumiki yake Ifendiana azazi, titanyula nyula na disambisa zimwazi. Remember my disciple, aja we used to selfish. Naneso nilimo mana ndijo so selfish. Fana wachimwa pa I'm sorted, najoka kufumbi pa non sorted. Hana ndijo sadu muchi bondage, fana kaziva shuga uja pa non sorted. Wa mutikomo, buye tate tikomo, poti pasa chisomo, chodusa muzikomo. Sikofindika kumbukila mwasi wano chikomo, panondi mwala mwala niga madusa muzikomo.
Ine ndine wina wanichinja zina ine ndine wina niwe nizamekera ona mwenibekera niwe nizamekera ona mwenibekera wanipanga wina ine ndine wina wanichinja zina ine ndine wina niwe nizamekera ona mwenibekera niwe nizamekera ona mwenibekera.
Blue Sky Music.
Oh yes, and you are still watching it. It is the Camnet. Goodness. I don't know why I get these things mixed up. It is the weekly gospel. So on a Friday we have a show, the Camnet Top 10 Countdown. But today's show is the weekly gospel. I don't know why I'm so excited. Maybe I just saw Amos somewhere. That's why I am confused. But anyway, guys, good morning to everybody. Happy Sabbath. I hope that you're having a great morning so far. Welcome. I'm your host, the amazing Katamanda. And you know how we do it right here. We give you nothing but your favorite gospel ministers. We get to bring them right into the comforts of your home so that you just get to know them beyond their music. And not only that, we also get to introduce to you new personalities so that you guys can tell us if you like them, if there's something that they need to work on. You let us know on all that. So to be part and parcel of the show, make sure that you call the numbers that are on your TV screens, or better yet, you can go on our Facebook page, leave your comments there, and don't forget to share the live stream so that we can reach as many people. I'm joined by MASSIN. He's an upcoming artist, and I can say he's coming up so well because those music videos are really on point. I'm not someone who like really, appreciates things. I'm really hard to please. But if I say this, I surely mean what I'm saying. He's really good. MASSIN, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Thank you for joining us today.
I'm so excited to be on the program today.
Okay, so I'm wondering, are you hiding? Don't you want people to know you? What's happening over there with the shades?
No, the shades is actually one of the, I think the identity I want to have.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
I've been having much of eye contact with the camera, so now I want the shades to be...
Really now? Okay, I see what you're doing, but it's okay. So please just bring us in on your life. Who is MASSIN? How did music start? Is MASSIN your name, like your...
Yeah, it's my name.
Oh, okay. I thought it was your stage name or something. Because we have all these...
I actually came up with that name from my real name. So
from your real name?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your real name? I want to know your real name.
So my real name is Thomas Singwa. So from Thomas I got Mass. Then Singwa...
Singwa, what tribe is it?
Mambwe.
I thought you were Bemba. I was going to roast you up. It's so tease you, but anyway, it's good. You're my brother, so it's fine.
Yeah, so I got the Mass from Thomas, then SIN from my surname Singwa. Then I came up with MASSIN. So I believe it's my real name, and it's a name that I will now give even to my children. Like one of my child has to have that name as their original name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I I don't know, but I've heard stories of, like, you know, this young generation, how just things have evolved. People don't want to give names of people that already existed because they just want to introduce, you know, like a new generation. They don't want history to repeat itself.
Okay, with MASSIN, I think it's a name that represents God and God's greatness. And for me, as MASSIN, I always tell people to say that name it carries grace. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I believe even the person I will give, I'm not gonna give them with the intention of just giving them, but I will share the name just because of the experience. You're just saying, person,
the child you're going to give,
your child. Yeah, my child. I'm
be intentional, be intentional, man. Be intentional.
I'm gonna give my child that name because I believe I've seen what God has been doing in my life, and I'm convicted. I would say I'm very much convicted that I can't switch and just make that name carry what is not of good in the society. So yeah, I will give my child.
I hear you. So now tell us about your journey in music. When did you start? How did you know that you could sing? And anyway, I'll keep that question.
Yeah, I started in 2010. I got saved, I got baptized, then I started reading the Bible, I started listening to music, then I went to this Bible verse that I love the most, Jeremiah 1 verse 5, where God says, before I was formed, He knew me and He gave me a name. So with my experience of how I began to worship God, I discovered that I have a talent, or rather say a gift, which makes me have an identity, and also which allows me to walk in my purpose. That's like fulfilling God's promise upon my life. So I got that scripture and it spoke to me. From that time I believe that I'm called to walk in my purpose, and I'm called to preach the gospel through music, speaking and also preaching. So I had a whole lot of time trying to see which way should I start with. Should I start with preaching, or maybe I should start with music? So music was one of the easiest way for me to spread the message and just to make sure that people around me know that I'm saved and I'm representing God. From that time, I've been making music, and I am here today. It's been an amazing journey full of discouragements within myself, but at the point where I am, I think 4 years ago, I got to a point where I just believe to say, this is my life and I can never change anything about it. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Have you ever faced any challenges from parents telling you, there's no way you could do music in our house? Go to school first, go and achieve, go and be that doctor or that accountant, because these things are common. Did you face something like that at all?
Okay, with me, I come from a Christian family, and my family background is SDA. That's the church I was brought up with. So, you know, the music I make, I've had questions where people say this is not type of gospel that SDA people sing. So with my parents, I think my dad was one of the person that was hard to convince, because he's an elder in the church, and so I wanted to know, like, how am I going to make him understand that I'm called not for my church but just for everybody. So it was a thing which he took me to school, and I studied accounts. I'm a qualified accountant. Then with that I said I will not just be an accountant, but I'm called to be a singer, a preacher rather. So I managed to overcome that by letting him take me to school, and I studied, and from the point where I started making music, he used to ask me like, hey, this type of music you're making is not like the usual gospel music that our church allows. But I think with time he understood. There was a time that I even had a musical tour. So the time I left the country, I told him to say where I'm going is like a church that invited me, like they booked me. So from that point he started understanding slowly, until a point where he was watching me on Trace, and I was at his workplace. He called up his workers to say, hey, come watch my son. He's on Trace, and this is biggest.
He was a power daddy, so
yeah,
you're having that,
from that time.
That I made it, daddy.
Yeah, I was so excited. Like, to be honest with you, I was so excited because
can you say it's been like the most I don't even know what term I can use, but the most amazing time you've had with your dad, like the proudest. Yeah, proudest, I think is the right term I should use.
Yeah, because you know, parents are so hard to convince, and if you want to pursue what you think is good for you, they don't understand the impact and the fire inside. So that moment, I actually took my phone. I was behind him, and I'm taking a picture. Like, yeah, I'm fine. After that, I called my brothers. I said, hey, Dad actually was watching my musical video. I was so excited, you know, and I felt like, okay, this is it. I've made it. For me, I've with my mom, it's no problem. My mom loves my music. You know, she even sings the songs. So when that happened, I think with him, he began to understand, to say, this is my son's path. And where I am, I would say I'm just continuing making this music, and the impact is growing. Yeah. Awesome.
So viewers, if you're just joining us, this is the Weekly Gospel, and I'm your host, the amazing Katamanda. If at all you have any comments or any contributions, you don't know what's going on, this show comes your way every Saturdays at 10:45, and we get to bring you your favorite personalities, and then we get to introduce new personalities that you would possibly like. So we profile people on this show. We just get to know them beyond their music, what they do, what they enjoy, or just in general telling us their journey, how it has been in music. So it's the best show for every young person who's aspiring to get into music. Not only music, because this show is here to encourage, to build, to inspire, and just change us in one way or the other. That's what we are all about. So today I'm joined by MASSIN. He's an upcoming artist, but if you see his songs, you disagree that he's an upcoming artist. You think as if he's been, you know, way there. So for your comments and contributions, call us. And also leave your comments on our Facebook page, and don't forget to share the video or our live stream so that it can reach as many people as it can, so that people can be blessed, inspired, and encouraged, so that we can just be provoked to follow our dreams. That's what we are all about on this show. So, Nassim, how do you describe your music?
How do I describe my music?
Yes.
My music is gospel music, and it's a message of hope, message of impact, message of change. The reason why I'm saying this is because my music is based on real life story.
Yeah.
It's not every song that I need to get a scripture and write. So there are certain experiences that I have had where people are saying, how did you come up with the idea of this song? Like Winner, you know, Winner has been doing so fine. By the way, the artists that featured in Winner, those are artists who are big in Malawi. They're the top most, I'd say, gospel artists in Malawi. So for me, I sing things that I go through, and I see people relate in a way that they feel like, okay, they are also walking in this path. Like Winner, you know, even you, when you listen to it, you also feel a certain...
You saw me, I was making money moves, money moves. I don't dance, I just make money
That
moves.
song has actually showed me to say the gospel that everybody needs to preach is what they go through.
Yes.
And it's not every scripture that you need to get a song out of. You need to make sure God has given you a message, and that message is what you sing, because it was a song that was, you know, trending in the UK, like on one of the radio station. It was track of a week, where people don't even understand Nyanja properly. So my music is just based on real life story, and that's the truth from God. Yeah, so there's nothing that is sung out of just me, but I sing what God tells me to sing. If a message comes from a scripture, I get from a scripture, then I sing it.
Okay. Talking about that, tell us your creative process. Like, how is it like?
To be honest with you, if there are people who are so amazing in creating music, it's I don't like to look at the gospel just because it's gospel, then I need to like be so of this guy who's, you know, it's a work of God. I love to be so attentive to my sound. I don't just get on any beat. Producers, I think most of them have tried to send me beats. I need to have a beat that convinces me to say this is something that I'll make a banger. So if you listen to Winner, that song was produced by a producer who's based in Uganda. And for him to know that that beat was worked on, he just watched the song on Trace. So for me, I love to first love the sound, and from the sound I need to get a drive that nobody has ever sung. So that if the song plays for the first time, just for you to listen to it once, it should stick. I love to play with melodies. I go with melodies. I'll sing this melody, I'll try this other melody until I get to a point where I'm satisfied and I feel like I'm ready to give this record. If I don't like it, I can even take even months, even 6 months. I can have a beat even for 6 months, 2 months, until the day that I get what I want. I don't even struggle with my writings because of feeling the vibe. I just make sure to say, if I drop, everybody has to love. So my process is complicated. I'm not an artist who's every day in the studio making music. I get in the studio when my heart allows.
When your heart allows?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. There's something I'm picking up here. You worked with people from Malawi, Uganda, and there's someone who are going to be having from the States.
Yeah.
Is it an intentional act for you to work with international people, not just like local producers or artists, but just working with people from everywhere?
Yeah, for me, I love to connect with people because I believe my gift is not for my country alone.
Okay.
You know, there are people that have been having ideas that are for people who are not in their country. So for me, I believe I'm supposed to go, like, it's a global, you know, impact, global denomination, I would say. I'm not an artist who's just going to make music with Zambian artists or producers, then I'm comfortable. I love to explore. I am born to spread. Yes, so that's how it has been for me. So it's not that I don't like the way producers in Zambia work. I love how they make music. I love even how artists make music. But I believe the world need to listen to my story. There's somebody out there who can get inspired, and that's how I connect. Even these connections, they don't come by me going on the internet looking for people. God brings the right people for my gift. You know, my grace carries international connections. So I don't really know how they happen. Sometimes they just happen. Like Winner, to be honest with you, Winner, the guy who came with that beat, he said, hey Massin, your music is doing so fine in Uganda. I was about to get a booking in Uganda. So he said, I would love to make a song with you. I'm going to purchase a beat from one of the biggest producers in Uganda. Then when he went there, the producer made him that beat. When the guy brought it to me, I prayed about it and God gave me Winner. The guy just said, hey Massin, I have stopped making gospel music. I'm no longer a gospel artist. So from that point I said, I don't need to start looking for people, but people will come. So when that song dropped, even him was confused. He was actually watching it on Trace. Then he sent me a message on Facebook. He's like, hey, I'm watching you. I can't believe that this is how far the song has gone. So there are certain things that God has just planned, and because he wants them to happen in a certain way. So that's how I begin to connect with people.
Okay, so we have a caller.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, that's your friend. Yeah, good morning to you. I don't know if it's morning where you are.
Yeah, it's not light outside yet. It's still dark. Like this morning, it's what, like 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 a.m.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're glad that you've joined us. Please tell us your name and what you do.
Okay. So my artist name is Fold, F-O-L-D. Okay. And that just stands for Following Our Lord's Direction. And of course, I love music. I do a combination of different things, but for the purpose of the show, I'm a gospel artist, Christian artist.
Okay, so you did a song with MASSIN. Can you just tell us how working with him was, and of course how the project was?
Oh yeah, this is my brother right here. We go back. We've been brothers for about, it's been almost 10 years, if not a little longer. So I've been able to just watch him do music. I've seen how talented he is and how gifted he is, and the grace of God just covers him, man. So when I have opportunity to actually do music with him, I jump on it because I love this guy. He's such an amazing artist. So the process of us putting together this project that we're going to release this year has been just an amazing process. We've just been covering it in prayer, but just the actual interactions of writing, listening to the vibe, to the actual beats, me trying to rap to some Afro beats, and it's been an amazing journey. It's been awesome. I think it's going to bless. Well, I know it's going to bless so many people. I'm just thankful to God that I'm able to be a part of it.
Okay. I would want to find out something. What is it that MASSIN has that gets you excited working with him? Because you said every time he has something, because he's a brother, you always look forward to working with him. So what is it that he has that just gets you thinking, like, you know what, I just need to work with him, I need to work with him? What's that thing that he has?
You told me you were going to ask me tough questions. I should have studied for this test now.
You should have.
In short, in short, I would say greatness.
Greatness.
Greatness. There's a combination of greatness, but I know where it comes from. It comes from his hunger for God. Like, he just has such an obedience, and he has a no tolerance. Like, he's not going to sway from what God has called him to do. He's going to saturate everything in prayer. He covers things. I heard him talking about his connections, and that's just the biggest thing and the most important thing with anything that we do. So because he does that so well, I see why there's such a greatness on his music and his video. You saw the video. It's just, his music is awesome. That's just hands down.
Okay, awesome. Are we going to see you come to Zambia anytime soon? Because I'm sure people would be dying to see you people minister or perform just with him.
Oh, definitely. Do I have the dates? I don't know the dates just yet, especially with COVID and everything that's going on. But my heart's been with Zambia for a while now, so I'm definitely planning. I'm already planning in my heart to be there.
Yeah, okay.
So I just gotta wait for everything to line up right.
Okay, so apart from MASSIN, is there anybody else that you've worked with in Zambia or in Africa, so to say?
No, actually, MASSIN, I would have that. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm actually working with. Haven't released anything yet. I'm working with KBG. Well, he's not from Zambia though. MASSIN, I have to tell you, he's from Malawi, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So in Zambia, I'm not sure of the other artists that I've worked with thus far. Anybody that I work with through MASSIN, just because he has the connections there, and I trust my brother, so I trust him to connect me with the right people.
Oh, okay. No, it's good to hear from you. So now, any word of advice that you have for people out there who would love to buy your music, get your music? Any word of advice for them? And every young person, of course, who wants to get into the music industry.
Yeah, for anybody that's looking for the music, I just tell you guys just to look on your online platforms. It'll be available when it comes out on all major platforms. So Spotify, iTunes, any of those there. If you're looking for us, just find us on social media. You know that boy MASSIN, and then I am Fold. I am FOLD. That's how they can find us. And for the young ones or anyone for that matter that's actually looking to get into the music industry, the thing I would suggest, and I'm encouraging them to do, is to make sure that's what God has called them to do. Everybody has a gift, but everybody doesn't have a gift for music. Everybody has an assignment that everybody's assignment is not the same. So if that's an assignment that God's called them to, is to infiltrate, the hearts of people and lead them to Christ through music, then by all means, He's going to provide every, He's going to bring every provision that they'll need to be successful. And success is not measured by what we see on TV, and it's not measured by what we see in the bank. Success is measured by God's well done at the end of it. And that's what we need to be aiming for. So that's what I suggest to them, just to get a mentor like MASSIN, like myself, like some artists that are following God and doing the music in the right way, and just follow what they do. Ask them how they're doing it, and just work diligently to perfect their craft.
Okay, so we appreciate you joining us. But before I let you go, MASSIN, do you have any word for a brother man?
Hey,
because you look so humble right now.
I love you, man. To be honest with you, he is my brother, and he is my mentor. It goes beyond music. These are things that, like I was talking about, like the time I got saved, God brings the right people. So it's not something that comes with connections, but it's divine.
Okay.
So I would say I love him. I always tell him I love him, and he tells me he loves me. And the reason why I say that is because there is, sometimes when you're working in your purpose, even in your field,
Yes.
there are people that have just come to motivate you and to inspire you, and also to encourage you to say, hey, there are days that are not like bright. There's not all days that, like they say, Christmas. So for him, there are days I felt low, and I haven't worked hard, I haven't done any music, and he's gonna come in and say, hey bro, did you try considering this and that? So he stands to be a real brother who helps me in a whole lot of things.
Okay.
So I just want to say I love you, man.
Okay, Fuad, thank you. What did he say?
Hey, I gotta say, Zakomo, and I'm gonna say this real quick. Mwanji.
Did it bring now? Okay, so he knows Nyanja. It's good.
He doesn't know Nyanja. He purchased books, two of them, for Nyanja and Bemba.
Oh, so he's learning.
Yeah, he's learning.
I'm
So when he
ashamed of
comes,
myself. I guess I need to do. But thank you for joining us, Ford, and we wish you all the best in your ministry. Maybe your social handles, where can we follow if you want to follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, and Instagram. All the same handles. I am Fold. IAMFOLD.
Oh, okay. So thank you for joining us. We wish you God's blessings and all the best in your journey
tell
of
him good
music.
night. He's about to sleep.
Oh, good night. And all the best in your music journey. All right.
Zakomo.
I don't even know what to say now. Okay.
What's with you Zambian ladies not knowing the language?
Okay, when someone says Zikomo, what do you say?
Wow, Zikomo.
You see, you're not the only one. In Bemba, I know when someone says Tuatotela, what do you say? It's Moisen. Is it Moisen?
Something close to that.
Yeah, but anyway, let's not go there. But it's good to know that you have a brother man right there who has your back, and he says he trusts you. We know it's not easy to just trust people, so we are happy.
There's what I call I call grace.
Grace.
There's grace that we all have, and there is recognizing grace. So the moment you recognize grace, even the president can be your friend. You know, it doesn't matter whether the president is really treasured or respected. The president can be your friend, and he's gonna call you my friend. So we say recognize grace. So for some time in my life, I've recognized the grace of God. And recognizing something, it means you are really attentive about it. You're not just watching something, but you are really attentive. So I've recognized grace, and for people like him, I don't call them connections, because I didn't have any connections and I didn't know about him. God is the one who just say, hey, it's gonna be like this. So
I see.
Even in your field, you can have somebody who's in the States who is working for maybe a bigger TV station, and they recognize you. And they call you my sister. Like a few days ago, I was watching a certain program. There is a certain man from the States. He's very known. I don't know his name, but I think he's very known. The certain lady was on his show. Then while his show was on the show, the guy said it. He said, from today onwards, you are my sister. I don't care what people are gonna say, but you are my real sister, and anything you want, I'm gonna give you. If you're in South Africa, just make sure you contact me. You want to travel around the world, I will do that, because I feel that's what God is telling me right now. So I believe in every area God has assigned people for us. Even in ministry, God has assigned people for pastors. Pastors have got just somebody who's specified for them. But then it comes through recognizing the grace of God.
Okay, so now I'm going to take you away from your music and other things that you do. I'm turning you into a TV host right now.
Please don't do that.
No, you have to do it. It's a rule on this show, because we want people to experience everything. So now we want you to feel how it feels to feel how it feels. Is that even correct? But anyway, to be a host. So that is your camera. Introduce the next song that we're going to play.
Hey, what's good, people? My name is MASSIN, well known as... Oh, wait. That's how you guys did? Okay. Hey, what's good, people? My name is MASSIN, well known as that boy MASSIN. So my next video is Uma Balancer. And I talk about how God balances things for us in times that we don't really know how we can figure out something. God comes in and he blesses us with his blessings. So check out Uma Balancer by me, MASSIN.
This is magical.
Olo zivute bwanji nilibe plani sumani lekelela. Zivute bwanji nilibe plani sumani tailila. Balansa. Olo zinivute bwanji nilibe plani sumani lekelela. Zivute bwanji nilibe plani sumani tailila. When I pray you answer me, I pray you there for me, I pray you answer me. Sometimes I'm losing my mind, but your loving is never changing, she never ending. Yeah. Umani pasa fonsa ni mafuna, kulibe wina ndiwe zumaluza. Umani pasa fonsa ni mafuna, umani pasa fonsa ni mafuna. Zivute bwanji nilibe plani sumani lekelela. Zivute bwanji nilibe plani sumani tailila. Balansa. I got the confidence to call you, I got the confidence to trust you, I got the confidence to call your name. Panjayanu, si makangiwa, si kangiwa. Panjayanu, si makangiwa. Every time I call you, open the door. Every time I call you. Olo zivute bwanji nilibe plani sumani lekelela. Zivute bwanji nilibe plani sumani tailila. Balansa. Balansa. My God, the team again out again. I'm gonna block the trend and they can't bring it up non-stop. Now you can give me adrenaline. Then out again. I'm gonna stop the trend and I'm waiting it up non-stop.
Balance. Please help me out here. Help me out here. Just join a cafe.
Zivute bwanji nilibe plani sumani tailila. Balansa.
Okay, I'm not a singer, but I can sing. If I can talk, then I can definitely sing. So if you're just joining us, you are very, very, very much welcome. This is the weekly gospel, the show that comes your way every Saturday. I have to keep saying this because there are people who've just joined in. So this show comes your way every Saturdays at 10:45, and we get to bring you your favorite gospel ministers right into the comforts of your homes. The only thing that we ask you to do is just sit back, relax, throw away that remote control, make yourself a cup of tea or coffee or that glass of juice, and then just start enjoying. If you have any queries, comments, contributions, you just have a word of encouragement for MASSIN, please feel free to call in. The phone lines are open. You can also leave your comments on our Facebook page. Like I said, guys, let's share the live stream so that many people can just watch it and be blessed. The brother man is doing the most. He's doing the lot. He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot. Please, how long have you been in this journey? Because if I look at those videos, when B-Mac showed me the videos, I was like, no, there's no way this guy is new. Like, there's no way he's new. He's obviously been doing music for a long time, or there's something that he's been doing for him to just come up with something as clean as this. What is your secret? What is it that you have been doing all this while?
I've been working on myself, and I've been praying more prayers. To be honest with you, if there's a person who loves to pray, I love to pray.
Are you that type that breaks, like, I break, I destroy?
Yes.
You are that type?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I spend much time in prayer, and I spend much time talking to God. Also studying His Word to make sure when I get in the studio, I should not sing a song that won't bless people. Then also the creativity part on the videos, like I said, you know, in everything you do, you need to identify the people that are good for your energy. So I work with the best, I would say. I love to work with the best producer, the best video guy. Like one of my brothers is a video guy, and we sit down, we create the process of a song, you know, and the video, the clothes, you know. So I'm an artist, I'm in the industry.
You are creative. You're all about being creative.
Yeah, then also I'm not like a full-time artist. Yes, so I think there is
earlier
also...
you said you work as, you did accounts?
Yeah, I did accounts.
So are you working as an accountant? Are you working in a bank or something?
No, I don't work in the bank, please don't.
You don't want to tell us that because you don't want to
talk too much about accounts. Hey,
I heard you get transport.
Okay, yeah, so, you know, there is something that I've discovered in Zambia. People love to do one thing.
Yeah.
And when they fail to do that thing, they now give up. So for me, I'm not the type of artist who wants to just be a musician. Yes, I believe everything needs finances.
Very true.
You know,
very true.
even getting on a bus, as much as they call it public transport, it's not public like to allow people to enter for free. So I walk in that path of accounts, and I walk in the path of also getting to know more of a business. Like I want to know business. I've been telling God I want to become a very successful businessman and very successful musician, very successful in everything I do. So my approach to music, it's in me. It's something that I love. I'll never stop. You know, even when I become old, maybe I'll be just playing guitar, or I don't know, but I won't stop. I don't want to hold myself in just making music, because sometimes it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
You don't have finances to pay studio. You don't have finances to pay for video. You don't have finances to promote your song. So even the time I've been making music, I've been having time to just know, like, how am I going to approach which people are coming in to help me. There are days I felt like I need to go public and say, hey, I'm raising for my video, kindly contribute. You know, so there are days like that. So that's why I believe everybody has to prepare themselves before they come out.
There's something very important that you have said, and I think the other day I had a conversation with my colleagues here. We were talking about how upcoming artists always want to work with upcoming people. If you are an upcoming artist, make sure that you work with people who are good.
Right.
Producers, sound engineers, these photographers, like just people who have been at least there, who understand. And like, you just get somebody who's also an upcoming, they don't really understand the business side and whatnot. So
to be honest with you, if there's one thing you said is actually what I needed to make clear. Some people have complained when they call me for features. Right now I'm not available. You need to book me for features. They say, hey Massin, you don't want to respond my message. Hey Massin, you don't want me to add, you don't want to be in my song. I say, hey, where are you taking this song after we work? Are you going to shoot a video? Are you going to push it further? Because for me, I'm on Trace, you know what I mean? And for me to be there, like even Trace, they wish me happy birthday every time it's my birthday. When I drop a song, they share. Even being on Camnet TV is a large platform. I believe there's a certain grace that has reached me for me to be here, because it's not everybody who can be on this show. So I believe some people are lazy and they don't want to go an extra mile. When I did Winner, Suffix himself, he's a big artist. These are people that are respected in Malawi, you know. He said, so what's the plan with the video? I mean, where are you taking this song? I said, I'm not taking it. Trace is gonna drop this video for us. Even for him, he felt so happy. We worked on that song before we met. The time he was coming in Zambia to have a show, he actually said, hey, I'm coming to sleep at your house because I want to meet you and I want to know how, I just want to talk to you. So I believe what you said is the right thing. Every artist should have input, effort to push their music, because if we are all working as upcoming and nothing happens, then we are all going to call ourselves failures.
Exactly.
And I don't want to fail in my ministry, because God has never been a failure. So this time around, my approach is different even to how some artists are done. I've been getting a lot of messages from the States. People want to work with me, but I can't work with anybody. It has to go through my team, you know, Ford. And for me, I'm in Africa, nobody can work with Ford. I need to listen to their music. I need to know their plans. I need to know how far they have gone in music whilst they're in Zambia, because I know artists that are trending and I know those that are not anywhere. So that's how I'm approaching my gift.
This is why I'm always telling people on this show, like, music is not just for lazy people, and music is not for people who haven't been to school. So let's change that narrative. If you had that mentality of saying, no, I can drop out of school and then get into music, hey, my friend, there's a lot that goes into music, especially financially. So you need to be well equipped. You need to have all the tools. You need to have, you know, everything that is required for you to just put your music out there. So change your narrative, all right? Now, let's talk about some of the challenges that you've been facing. Do you ever face challenges at all?
Yeah,
if you do, how do you navigate?
I think 5 years ago, I almost gave up on my gift.
Wow, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Ooh. So wouldn't have been having these videos? Man,
Yeah,
thank God you didn't give up.
I said, I'm wasting my time. I said, I'm not suited for this. I don't need to make music.
Yeah.
Life struggles, you know, almost gave me a different side of life, saying, no, you just need to be, you need to get a degree or master's.
Yeah.
Then you sit comfortably. You don't have to make music. But I believe God comes first before our careers. God comes first before anything, you know, even before our dreams. So this time around, the challenges I faced, the times I never had studio money, but God blessed me with some finances that I managed to buy small studio equipment that allows me to record in my house, and I can just send in the final data to the producer to finish it. Now that's one of the challenges that was also coming in to say how you're gonna go to the next step, you know, because you need to pay studio, you need to pay for anything. And also I never had brothers who can encourage me to say this is you and you are called for this. But I've had times where my elder brothers stand and say, hey, I see you traveling, hey, I see you making a nice song, and hey, I see you working with people that are great, you know. And also relationships, getting to have a right partner, you know. As we are growing, there is a thing where you say, I don't want to date because I'm a gospel artist, or I'm gonna date because I'm a gospel artist. So I think relationships also, I've never had heartbreak, but there are times that I used to date wrong people, I mean get to know wrong people, then they don't fit for my ministry. They say, hey, me, I want a guy who just sings in the choir. I don't want you to sing on TV. I don't want you to make events. So all those things were also like I could, you know, I could. I'm not disclosing any secret or anything. I'm just telling you the challenges I've had, because relationships play a major role in every field of work.
Definitely.
Even people work in the bank, you know, if your wife is stressing you, you're gonna post a wrong transaction. Instead of it being debit, you're gonna credit it. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
So I see myself with the right people right now, and my girlfriend, you know, my girlfriend is amazing. She sent me a message today in the morning. She's like, hey, all the best, you go have the best time as you do your interview. So for me, those things matter the most, you know. Those are things that touch my heart. And I'll be like, oh my goodness, these are things I never used to get, you know, because everybody wants to say, hey, have the best of your interview today, but we never have such people around. But the moment the right people stepped in, I feel motivated. I feel very motivated, and I won't lie to you. So if I can say challenges are there, it's just within myself. Maybe trying to create time to be maybe available for TV, because at some point I never wanted to do any TV because of some reasons that I don't want to appear on TV. So those things also, I think, don't yeah, but you know, I stopped. There was a time, you know, everybody wants to have me on TV and radio, and I say, but no.
You are just not ready then.
No, like I just said, too much of these, I've had too much of these, I don't really see. But then you need the right people in everything.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
even if you can be great, you always need somebody who reminds you to say, you need to do this. There are times that I never even used to reply to messages. And you know, people will be like, you become big-headed, you know, be like, oh my goodness. And there's some people who stepped in and say, all these are challenges. You need to respond to everybody. You need to take time. If it means 2 days, 3 days, and you apologize, say, so sorry. So every level of greatness has got a whole lot of challenges. And right now, I'd say, I'm very attentive to everything. I don't want to disappoint you people. I don't want to disappoint myself, and I don't want to disappoint God. And I've promised myself to make sure whatever that I feel like I cannot really handle it, I submit to somebody for advice, or maybe just for for anything, any insights that will change my perspective. And I'm so excited to see where we are going.
Okay. So how has the response been from not your fans or the Zambian people? Let me just say your fellow artists. How's the response been? Has it been good, or you are still getting there?
Let me breathe in and breathe out.
Please do. Please do. You need that. You need that. As long as we're getting an answer at the end of the day.
Well, for artists, I feel like we Zambian artists, we have not really reached at the point where we celebrate each other. Because
it's more of a competition, right?
I don't know. For me, I just do what I love to do. But to be honest with you, I never see artists share my music. You know, I never see artists on my Facebook share my music. That's a lie. But artists that share my music is on Twitter, and those are people from Uganda, and you know, people from the UK. You know, Zambians. We've been having conversations with few artists that I'm close to, and they complain about the same. And some artists, you're gonna work with them, they won't share the song you did with them. You know. You don't say. So I'm telling you. So I feel like Zambian artists, we are not where we're supposed to be. More especially gospel artists, to be specific, because I actually started feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna share anybody's song. Nobody shares my stuff. Only few people that know you on that personal level. So there's nothing like, let's spread this. Maybe because some people are very famous than us, they share. But for me, I never see people drop. Even for Uma Balansa, if you look at it, people that were sharing that video is actually secular artists. Big secular artists, I won't mention names, but these are big secular artists. Those are the ones that spread my song. So for gospel artists, I don't know, but we still need the deliverance in that area so that everybody can be spreading love.
Okay. Wow. Wow. I love the fact that you're being real right now. You're being honest, you're being frank, and thank you for being authentic, you know, with just everything. We appreciate that, and that's what we advocate for on this show the most, because we want people to be real. Okay. Anyway, because of time, unfortunately, we don't have to be here the whole time. If it were up to me, we would chat up to the next day. But anyway, we have other programs that are coming up. So in winding up, your word of advice to young people that want to get into music and those that have been supporting your music.
Well, young people, before you start music, make sure you discover, you are really sure about what you're about to do, because music is not just music. It comes down to prayer. You need to pray. You need to be very prayerful, and you need to have a good relationship with God, and you need to understand scripture. You need to understand to say what you're about to start doing is not a business that you need to have a return maybe the next day or the other day, but you need to fully enter with a heart that is connected to God, and God is definitely gonna give you an area where you can be surviving on. If it means you go to study something just to have a backup of your finances so that in the future you don't give up on your gift, I would advise you walk in that path. If you're a businessman, make sure you don't complain to say, I'm not making music, I'm not making money in my music, because if that's what you're gonna enter in with, you'll fail to reach any person, or rather change lives. And also for the people that support me, I appreciate you so much. I love you so much. Expect the best from me. As you expect the best from God, God always gives us the best, and I believe God is about to just show you the best of what I have this year. So this year we're dropping an album, me and Ford. I've never dropped an album before, by the way. That's the first album. So Greater Love album is dropping, and it's got amazing songs. So you need to make sure you're on my page and you tune into Camnet TV to make sure that when I drop a new video on my page, you should also check it out on their station. Of course, on this show.
Yes. And we also have another one on Friday, the Camnet Top 10. We also play music.
So make sure you also tune into this channel and continue supporting. The most important thing is support and prayer. We need your prayers as we are working in our purpose, as we are standing to be people that are giving you hope. And that's my message. I'm on Facebook. My username is That Boy Massin, and Twitter and Instagram, and also you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You check out my brand new video, Uma Balansa, and also there will be another video that I'm dropping with Amanda from Cuba. It's called Found You. So be expectant. Again, me and Ford, we are dropping our first single for the year. from our album that is Satisfy Me. So be ready for all these good things that are coming from me.
I love this. You've just made my job so easy, because I thought you were just going to give advice, but you've explained what we should look forward to, and you've also given us your social handles. I love that. You are fully prepared, and wish you all the best, even as you are going out there blessing us with your music. We'll be praying for you.
I'll be praying for you as well.
Thank you so much. Before we go, there's a dance I saw you doing. I want you to teach me. with that video. Please, just get out. No. I want you to show me that dance. I really want you to.
Let me be honest with you. Let me be honest with you. The camera, the videographer is the one who taught me to dance.
Yes,
I don't even know how to do that.
Dance. Just get up. Thank you. Thank you. You are the best. You won't throw me.
Show me how that dance was done.
No, it was. I don't remember what it was, but you know, it was something I don't know, because me, I don't dance. I just make money moves. So just teach me something simple, even as we are closing with that video.
That's Uma Balancer.
Yeah. No, we're closing with the other one.
Winner.
No, not Winner. The other one.
Okay, the other one. I don't know the other one. But
we use that as too. We're not playing the love song because we want people to follow you so that they can, find out more about you. It's a surprise for the people if they follow you.
Thank you.
But we'll close with the other one.
Okay, so that dance, I think that dance I was doing something like this, like this. Yeah, so you can actually improve it. So you can do it.
Okay, I'm not a dancer.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much for joining us. This has been MASSIN, and this has been the amazing Katamanda. Thank you so much for sending in your text messages, and everybody that has just showed us love on our Facebook page. We appreciate you and wish you God's blessings today and tomorrow. And make sure that you go to church. Don't miss church, guys. Don't miss church. This has been the Weekly Gospel. Yes, we'd be amazing. I don't know why I'm being looked at like that, but we leave it in the hands of MASSIN. On behalf of the entire production crew of Cabinet TV, we say God bless you and keep it locked to Cabinet TV. You know, we're not just another channel. See you guys next week, same time, same place, with yet another exciting personality. For now, it's goodbye. God bless you. So let's try again. Like that?
Like this?
If you find a woman, you found a blessing. Close to my heart, I need you daily. A blessing you are to me. So many times I'm thinking of your love. You don't stress me. You always love me truly. You don't stress me. Peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Me love your company. Every day loving me. Me love your company. Me love your company. Every day blessing me. Me love your company. Unawamisa umoyo wanga na chikondi chako chazoona. Unawamisa umoyo wanga with your love. Every time I'm thinking of future, ndiwe ni mafuna pambali yanga chabe tawi zonse tima wanga ni mafuna chengala na wewe. Baby, show me love. Baby, show me peace. Peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Me
love your company. Every day loving me. Me love your company. Me love your company. Every day blessing me. Me love your company. Every day blessing, love your company.